So here we have the Ford Kuga titanium power shift on a 66 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see that it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So the tailgate on this car will open electronically. You can either do that by pressing the button on the tailgate itself or the button at the bottom of this key. Give that 2 quick pushes and the tailgate will open up. As we approach the boot area, you'll see we've got reversing sensors, plenty of boot space as well, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car now, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see that it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Just briefly before I climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. As you can see, you benefit from full leather seats. The driver's seat is electronically adjustable. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we'll start off with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the rev counter, and on the right-hand side, the speedometer. At the bottom in the middle, we've got the fuel gauge and coolant temperature gauges. And then above that, you can see the total miles of this car are 16,641. To the left-hand side of that, it will show you what gear the car is currently in. And then above that, we have a trip computer. You can change the information that's displayed there using buttons on the left-hand side of the steering wheel for various different bits of fuel economy information, all the way back round to the beginning, which is the digital readout for the speedometer, which is particularly handy. The buttons I was using a moment ago are these ones on the left. On the right hand side we have stereo controls and voice activation for the phone. So hit that button in the middle, ask it to dial anyone in your contacts list, and it'll do that for you without you having to take your phone from your bag or pocket. That is of course once you paired the phone, and that's done on the central screen, which I'll show you in a moment. Down here on the left hand side we also have cruise control and speed limiter as well. So up here is the main touchscreen for the car. So if we were to hit connect a phone, you can then add device, and basically we'll be able to follow the instructions on screen.
Search for sync on your device and select sync once it is found. It's
very easy to do, just as I say, follow the instructions on screen. The home button will always take us back to the beginning again. In terms of ways to listen to the music on this car, you've got many. Obviously the radio, which you can see on there at the moment. But besides that, we've got FM and AM radio, as well as DAB digital, a CD player, USB input, and then on the screen below that, we can stream music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio. There's an SD memory card slot, although that is ultimately reserved for the satellite navigation, and there's an auxiliary input as well. The main volume for the stereo is just beneath that screen, as you can see. And then we have dual zone climate control. Let me just move the gear lever out of the way. So you can adjust the temperature on the passenger side, the driver side, the fan speed up and down from here. Once you're happy with those settings, you can hit the AC button to turn the air conditioning on, or you can hit auto, and the car will take control of the fan speed itself to maintain the temperature that you've asked for. To override that, just simply readjust the fan speed to your liking. Underneath that, we have a heated front and rear screen. This button here will turn off the stop and start. So this car's designed to cut out in traffic to save you fuel. If you'd rather not use that system, hit that button and it turns that system off. And then to the right hand side of that, this button will open the tailgate from inside the car. We then have the fully automatic gearbox. The buttons on the side of it, the plus and minus, are so that you can change gear manually should you wish to, up and down a gear. We then have a 12-volt charging socket, and either side of that we have driver and passenger heated seats. And then finally, in the central armrest area, we have the auxiliary in, 2 USB inputs, and the SD memory card slot. The last bit I wanted to talk about is the panoramic glass sunroof that you can see here. So at the moment, as you can see, the sun blinder is closed. 2 pushes of that button will open it all the way to the back. So you could have it like that, and essentially it's a large window. It lets in a huge amount of light, or you can actually open the front section up fully as well to give you a proper sunroof. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.